Sawadee Kop and welcome to Phuket Extra. I'm Chris Howson. It's July 20th and a high-profile lieutenant has been taken down in human trafficking charges. We'll tell you who it is a little bit later in the show, but first, here's the news that you need to know. Following Monday's mandatory safety checks, the parasail rides have returned to the beaches of Phuket. The review was ordered by the governor of Phuket following the death of 70-year-old Australian tourist Roger Hussey at Phuket Beach last Wednesday. When a loose suspension line caused Mr. Hussey's harness to become unclipped, he then dropped 70 meters into shallow water. The parasail operator and speedboat driver in this particular case have been charged with recklessness causing death. Phuket Pride is no more. This comes after an announcement from the Phuket Loves You Club, the annual organizers of the event, saying they will take some time to reevaluate their role within the LGBT community in Phuket, gather feedback from locals, and attempt to bring the festival back as a more inclusive event. And the criminal court has laid down a 27-year jail sentence for Army Lieutenant General Manas Kong Pa'an, who has been found guilty of human trafficking charges related to the mass graves that were discovered near the Malaysian border back in 2015. Though he was one of over 103 others convicted in the trial concerning modern-day slavery, the Lieutenant General is the most prominent figure to be sentenced. He was found guilty of receiving nearly 14.8 million baht over the years, all for guiding the smugglers from the beach to the jungle camps, many of whom were trafficking Rohingya migrants from Myanmar. For more on this story, visit thephuketnews.com. Sit tight, Phuket Extra will be right back after this. Welcome back to Phuket Extra. A new initiative has been brought forward before the Kingdom's Anti-Corruption Commission, this time alleging collusion of police officers involving the heir of the Red Bull Corporation and his alleged hit and run of a police officer back in 2012. The case against the heir alleges that he struck a police sergeant with his Ferrari, then dragged the body for over 100 meters before driving off. In the 5 years that have followed, he is yet to face his crimes in court, skipping the country on several occasions and avoiding the hearings. However, this new corruption case will investigate possible collusion between police and the heir, as just last year they announced an investigation into a police officer who had allegedly performed irregularities that led to the failed detainment of boss Red Bull, as well as a previous investigation into whether cops allowed the statute of limitations on some of the charges to expire. Boss Red Bull remains on the run, and authorities say they are filing papers to extradite him back to Thailand, since he's believed to be hiding out in London, England at a family home. And Bangkok has been named as one of the cheapest cities in the world for taxis, according to the British online car index CarSpring, taking into account the cost per distance, waiting time, and airport fees. The cheapest taxis are actually in Cairo, Egypt, with an average price of 18.5 baht, while Mumbai and Jakarta each came in second, sharing about 48 baht for 3 kilometers. Meanwhile, Zurich, Switzerland has the most expensive cab fares in the world. That's it for Phuket Extra. From all of us here at the Phuket News Center, thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.